sometimes you just have to save yourself from the situation. Like, it's not every day you're Captain Save-A-Ho. Sometimes you truly just gotta save yourself. Ladies, men, gentlemen, whoever, remember, it never has to be you. It can always be somebody else, but it doesn't have to be you. And first of all, if you know somebody since they was in 2nd grade and nothing about them changed, you should be worried they might be a sociopath. They might be a sociopath.
Praise God, bro.
Had a grind and hustle hard because I wanted more than this. Mama kept my ass in school, I wasn't out here flipping bricks. How I made it out the trenches, but I'm still living like shit. Really wanted more than this, really wanted more.
What is up, guys? It's your girl Bami, back with another video. This video is going to be a get ready with me, but with a little twist. This get ready with me, I'm gonna put y'all onto game. I'm gonna give y'all some free game, and basically I'm about to tell y'all the 5 types of people you never want to be friends with. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first type of person you never want to be friends with. Let me remind y'all, this is all my opinion. None of this is based on fact. It's either you agree or you don't. You truly don't have to agree. I'm going to start with my Clinique Moisture Surge. I love this product. I be trying to tell y'all, get into this. The first type of person you should never be friends with is the backhanded friend. Like, the friend who always tries to put you down. The friend who just tries to, like, downplay everything you do. Like, girl, pipe down. Like, you can't be happy. Those are just people you don't want to have around you, especially if you're not in the best space mentally, because, again, like, a lot of times you look to your friends for support, and if somebody cannot support you, or every time you do something, like, they're looking for the negatives in it, or like they're trying to, like, downplay you, especially in front of men, like, y'all get in front of a group of boys and suddenly they want to talk about, oh, when's the last time you got checked for STD? Bitch, shut up. Like, when was that ever the topic of conversation? Like, you never want to be that girl. You never want to be friends with that girl. Just truthfully save yourself the struggle, the headache, the time, the energy. Like, put all of that shit into something else, into someone else. Not that type of friend. Now I'm going in with my Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow. I like to use this as a primer because, like, it just, first of all, it smells amazing, and it really gives me a nice glow, especially when I use it with my Clinique Moisture Surge. So we're going for a pretty light beat today. You guys know I love my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. Literally, it just does what it needs to do. Second type of person you should never be friends with is the friend who can't share your joy with you. A lot of times you'll be able to tell if a person's like that based on, like, the type of compliments they give you or how they react to, like, you doing good. If you tell your friend, oh, I just got my first apartment, and their response is, oh, well, you should have been did that. I got my first apartment when I was 12. Bitch, who asked you? Did we ask for that information? Can we just be happy that I got an apartment? Let's say you buy your first car and their automatic response is, it's from 2007. That's mad old. Like, I personally couldn't drive an old car. Like, girl, did we ask what you could do? I'm over here trying to be happy because I accomplished something, and what you keep constantly bringing up is the fact that it could never be you. Could it really never be you, or are you mad that it's not you? Questions that need answers, because what are you really mad for? Are you mad it's me, or are you mad it's not you? But when you have those type of people in your life who can't share your joy with you, it's just very draining. It's very exhausting. Like, life is already hard. You don't want to be surrounded by people who can't even be happy when small things are happening to you, even when they're big things, because it's just, you just have to be very mindful of the energy you want to keep around you. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to be around somebody who cannot be happy for you. Like, it's hard enough to be happy for yourself. You want to be around people who can't be happy for you? I don't think so. I don't think you want that. I want better for you. If you want that, I don't want that for you, because it's very draining, it's very exhausting. And then you look back at all the good things that happened to you, and it's like you didn't even think they were good because somebody was constantly trying to take the joy out of your situation. Like, save yourself. Alright, y'all know the drill. Gonna let my concealer dry out a little bit, because that's how you get the better blend. The third type of friend you never want to have is a friend who wants to be you. Like, y'all ever got around a girl and like you do something, she automatically gotta go try and do it, or try to do it like bigger and better, and you just looking at her like, girl, are we friends or are we enemies? Like, that spirit of like competitiveness, or like, you know, in your friend, that's just somebody you don't want to be around. Like, truthfully, life is hard enough. The last person you want to be competing with is your friend. I'm going in with my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush spray, and I'm just spraying that on my brush so that I could start blending out my concealer. You never want to be around somebody who just steals your swag, steals your personality. Like, it's draining. It's truthfully draining. It's very draining at that. Who are you even friends with at that point? At that point, you might as well just be friends with yourself, because that's who they want to be. I personally think it's unhealthy. It's a waste of time. And if you're not careful, like, that energy of somebody who wants to be you can very quickly and very abruptly turn into jealousy. It's just a very, very ugly duckling to deal with. I don't know. When I like to think about it, I just like to think about it as like things I would not want to go through with friends. And I would never want to go through a friend having an identity crisis so much to the point where they take on the identity of me, because I'm not perfect. I have my own flaws. And when people look at you as perfect or deem you as something they want to be, especially when they're really, really close to you, a lot of times it just doesn't end well. It just does not end how you want it to. It just ends very sticky. It's a very, very sticky situation. I would not like to be in it, truthfully. Now I'm going in with a damp beauty blender and just blending out everything I did with my brush. I feel like this just gives me like a more softer look, especially when I'm just using concealer. It just helps the concealer blend a lot more flawlessly. Some people are beauty blender babes, some people are brush babes. I'm both. I stand by both. They literally do the job for me every trip. Like, look at that. Like, it's giving skin. It's giving I woke up like this. Flawless. Now I'm going in with my Born This Way concealer in the shade Cookie, just because I like a bright under eye, and like the rest of my concealer, I'm gonna let it dry out a little bit too. And then I'm about to go in with my Milani brush in my favorite shade, Merlot Moment. It just goes really well with my undertones. I love it. I have an orange undertone, but this is like a real like wine, like a wine kiss. It's not too red, it's not too pink. It's like a nice middle. The fourth type of friend that you just never want in your life is the friend who can't see past their wrong. Like, you ever have those people where you tell them, oh, something you're doing is upsetting me, or like, it just does not make me feel good. I don't like when you do that. Can you please stop? And their automatic response is, well, that's just how I am. That's just me. I've always been like that. Da, 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 da. First of all, we're grown. We're grown. Let's start there. If you're not grown, I'm grown. Okay. And because I'm grown, I know exactly how specific things impact me. And if something you're doing is negatively impacting me, and I'm being mature enough to let you know, and your response is, well, that's just me, take it or leave it, guess what I'm gonna do? Throw the deuces up and like, bye, goodbye. If I've told you this multiple times, because you know, they're your friend, right? So if I told you this on multiple occasions, if I keep giving you the chance, like maybe the first time I didn't express myself the best way, but if I keep telling you and telling you and telling you, and your response is, well, that's just me, okay, well, be you over there, because I'm not gonna be here. A big red flag, because like I said, people who can't take justification for their actions and how they make other people feel, they just don't care. They truthfully, they don't care. They don't care about you. They're not gonna care about you. They've already told you they don't care about you because you said what you're doing I don't like, and they said, well, that's me. Take it or leave it. I always recommend, if you're in that situation, leave it with the quickness. Don't even debate. Don't even be like, oh, but I known her since we were in 2nd grade. And first of all, if you know somebody since they was in 2nd grade and nothing about them changed, you should be worried they might be a sociopath. They might be a sociopath. Do not take my word for it, because as a person who is growing and experiencing new things on a daily basis, how are you not changing? How is nothing about you subject to change? It's supposed to be, and it's not. And it's just like, save yourself the struggle of people like that, because when it's them, it's just how they are. But if the shoe flips, if something else is going on, well, you need to change. And if you don't change, well, then I'm gonna leave. You see people like that? Leave them alone. Just leave them alone. Leave them alone. And that goes for relationships too. Don't think it's just friendships. If you tell a man that you don't like something and he goes, that's just how he is, well, let him be just like that with another bitch. Because it don't gotta be you. It never has to be you. Ladies, men, gentlemen, whoever, remember, it never has to be you. It can always be somebody else, but it doesn't have to be you. Now I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty. Pretty much put powder wherever I put concealer, just to set it, hold it, make sure it don't move. Make sure it don't move too much. Then I'm just gonna go in with a brush and just wipe off any excess powder that may be on my face. And then I'm gonna go in with my bronzer and just put that wherever I would have contoured, because I'm not contouring. And I'm gonna sweep some on my eyelids because it just ties the look together. Finally, to just set my face, I'm just gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury again, and I'm just going to wash and then go in with my powder puff. So as you guys could see, I did my eyeliner, I got my lashes on. So now I'm going to go to my hair. The 5th and final friend that you never want to have is the friend who never makes time for you but always wants you to make time for them. Those people are just so inconsiderate, and honestly, I just don't think they're truly like your friends. People who don't value your time or don't try to like spend time with you but always expect you to make time for them or be there for them, it's giving very much user vibe. Am I your friend, or am I just somebody who you know will do something with you? I personally had an experience like this with a friend where they would always call me when their life was like in hell, or if they needed help with something academic. But when it came time for me to celebrate things or just hang out and do things I wanted to do, they were always MIA, never to be found. Even if I made the plan weeks in advance, even if they said, oh, they'll be there, they'll have the time, they just never made that time for me. And you know, I had to do what I'm telling y'all to do. I just had to cut that person out of my life because it's not right. Like, any relationship you have with anybody, be it friends, family, significant other, you don't want to be giving more than you're getting, especially if you're not getting anything. If the thing that you're trying to get is time, or just say, I'm telling you this whole video, save yourselves. Save yourselves. Save yourselves from these type of people. Save yourself from these type of friendships, because it's just just a waste of energy and your part. And I think the most important thing about all of these types of people and why you shouldn't be friends with them is because it doesn't matter who you are as a person. It doesn't matter how good you are to them. It doesn't matter what you do. Like, if they genuinely are exhibiting those emotions, those actions, those traits towards you, then trust them. That's how they feel about you. It's not rocket science. Don't get me wrong, some people definitely do need some time, but that's where you have to have discernment and decide, like, is it worth giving them a little extra talk? Is it worth having the conversation with them? But you guys make the decisions for your lives, because I'm not going to make it for you. I live a different life from you, different circumstances, different situations, different scenarios. But I believe everybody in general comes across these people. And if you haven't, you're lucky. Or maybe you have and you just decided to go the other way. Hopefully you see this video, and if you run into a person like that, you just turn the other way and you just save yourself. Now that my hair is straight, I'm about to just go in and do my edges, and I'm finna come back with y'all once I have my fit on and show y'all the finished look. And so I'm back, I'm dressed, but I just wanted to come back and give you guys my lip combo. So I'm going in with this Ruby Kisses Intense lip liner in the color Dark Rose. And then I'm gonna go with this beauty supply store matte lip gloss in the shade Coral Hibiscus. I don't know, it's something about beauty supply stores and matte lip glosses, like it just always makes sense. They never disappoint. I'm gonna go back in with my lip liner. Then I'm gonna go in with my butter gloss in the shade Ginger Snap. I'm just gonna put that on top. Not too much because this is really dark compared to the pink, but I feel like low-key this be the problem with having pink lips sometimes. I feel like I just made my lips the same shade like my lips are. So if you ever want to achieve my lip shade, here's the combination, because I feel like I very much could have just put on some Vaseline and I would have got the same look. Okay, that's just like a shade or two lighter than my natural lip, but this is the lip, and let me show you guys what's this. So this is the final look. Dress from Amazon, shoes from Simi, and I'm just gonna go in with my Chit by Chanel perfume. And yeah, here you have it, guys. I just want to say thank you guys so much if you made it to the end of my video. And if you guys can think of any more type of people you just should not be friends with, make sure you drop it down in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.